Well, hi. I'm still digesting my breakfast. I've been working since 7 o'clock this morning. I got this wonderful life. I live in a magical place. But it's a lot of work. And anyway, I want to talk about a friend of mine who is having difficulty with a man in his community who has kids and who's very bossy with his kids and very gruff and rough. And this guy has taken to being gruff and rough with other kids, other people's kids. And when any adults say anything like, "Hey, that's my kid. Don't talk to my kid that way," then he gets rough and aggressive and judgmental with them. And so it was like we were exploring uh, when each of the men in this group, uh, like we were taking a look at, well, when are we like that? Are we like that? And this father said that he recognized that there were times when he was a bully, um, and then we started investigating inside, just sitting silently, and I came up with whenever I'm bullyish, and I can be very bullyish, it's usually because I'm frightened about something. I'm feeling insecure. I don't know. And also, I know that something's going on because I'm very intuitive. And being very intuitive is something that happens when you get physically, sexually, intellectually, spiritually abused. Um, and it changes us from being ordinary people to people who know things we don't even know how we know. And I think I should make a video about what I've discovered about that. But anyway, and so up came this story about one of my teachers and a sort of friend whose name was Dr. Martin Fisher. And Martin was a Toronto psychiatrist, a brilliant man who did a lot of amazing work with people, and especially with children who'd been traumatized and who couldn't act appropriately and scared the adults around them. And Martin told the story about one time he and his very elegant wife and two lovely daughters were traveling, and they stopped in a roadhouse for a meal. And it was a very nice place, and they were very quiet. But then in came a motorcycle gang, and they were loud and boisterous and crude and rude. And Martin recognized what was going on. They were being very crude to his children and to his wife. And the owners of the restaurant were immobilized. They didn't know what to do. And there was just mayhem. And Martin very calmly got up and walked outside. And his wife apparently was like, "What are you doing? You're abandoning us." But what he had anticipated was that when he started looking at and getting close to their motorcycles, they would all rush out. And they did. They rushed out, and they were angry. "What are you doing to our motorcycles? What? Get away from my motorcycle, blah, 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 blah." And Martin said, well, "I'm just admiring how beautiful they are and how much you care for them. And this looks expensive and this looks beautiful." And he just entered into their world and what their value system was and what made them feel good. And he acknowledged and acknowledged and acknowledged, and they were explaining things. He said they were falling over one another to explain things to him about motorcycles and their motorcycles and what their colors on their logos on their jackets meant. And Martin at one point says, "Well, this has been quite lovely, and thank you very much." And the motorcycle gang, I imagine this, are all outside the restaurant. His wife and his kids and the owners are inside the restaurant, and it's safe. And so Martin walks back into the dining room and into the restaurant, and these people follow him. But he said this time they were falling over one another, being polite and very solicitous. And they ended up buying Martin and his family lunch. Now, what's the story about this? And Martin had a knack for not judging people. He some kid would be like just being a jerk. Some adult would be a jerk. I was a jerk. And he was still calm and accepting and compassionate and but firm. He had his boundaries. You couldn't do this, you couldn't do that. But gentle. And I was thinking how this poor father who was being crude with other people's kids and rough with his own kids, and showing insensitivity, and how sore and sad that man must be, and bothered, and that he is a healer. He's a very sensitive person. If he wasn't so sensitive, it wouldn't bother him so much, and it wouldn't frighten him so much. And he sees things that then cause fear in him. Now, what could happen if he could see things that he can get teachers and encouragement to see things that need to be done, and then just do them quietly, not for money or anything else, but just, this will help life, that kind of stuff. So I hope this story has been helpful. I'm going to try to phone my friend and say, gee, that was a powerful thing he talked about. It was in a men's group. And I'm going to make another video about men's groups and why I think they work so well. So please make videos. Come out of your closets. The only thing that can happen is, people can think you're a jerk. They can, if there's suddenly a big witch hunt for old men, then I'm in trouble because I'm making a video. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this helped. And we're in this life together, eh? Bye.